Hey fellow foam flingers, this is Josh. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about footwear. Now, I know it's not something that most people think about. They just throw their shoes on and they go to their event, and that's perfectly fine. You can do that. Something that I wanted to talk about is consider your terrain and what you're going to be doing. Consider footwear for the situation. You're going to hear that a lot about for the situation and situationally dependent and philosophy of use. Ideas like that are kind of what this show is about. So as far as footwear goes, I've been to events where I've worn shoes, just straight tennis shoes, and that's totally fine. Again, think about where you're going. If you're going to an overnight HVZ event, or you're going to be playing a lot of wooded terrain, you might want to consider hiking boots or something that's a little bit more versatile. You know, always consider what you're going to be doing and if whatever you're using is uniquely capable of meeting your requirements. So I've run combat boots before. I've run hiking boots. Consider EMT or first responder type boots that are sort of work for any kind of terrain. Now, I'm not saying this has to be done or that you need to do one thing as opposed to the other. Oh, if you're going into the woods, you need these kind of boots or these kind of shoes. Not at all. But if you have some sitting around, you might as well consider using your best alternative. Whatever your best option is, you should probably take. Now, boots are great when it comes to if there's any sort of rocky or rough terrain where you might be concerned with, say, rolling an ankle or something like that. Shoes are great if you're playing at schools with blacktop, so you can really just get the most out of your speed. A lot of things are going to have to do with the way that you play. So if you're someone who's going to run and wants to be as fast as possible, you may want to run the most lightweight setup and shoes that you have. Perfectly fine. Again, it's just something to consider before going to your next event. Also, another note on shoes, always make sure that you have good traction. I've seen more than once people come to Nerf events and fall down because they have these really worn shoes. Always try to have something that is decent shape. You don't necessarily want something that's brand new because you want to make sure that it's broken in first and it's comfortable. So honestly, first things first, go with comfort. Go with form. Go with what is going to work best for you. And that's really what this is about. What's working best for you. I know it might seem kind of silly, but that's it, guys. Shoes. You'd be surprised how many people have come to events wearing sandals. That'll do it this time. Happy tagging.